Hi everyone and welcome. This is Shala here. I'm here with Nicole. Hey Nicole.
Hi Shala. Hi everyone.
Nicole's from the Creator Studio team with Picaboo Yearbooks and I'm from the Vidagami team. A quick background for any new advisors with us today. Back in 2017, Picaboo Yearbooks and Vidagami teamed up to offer schools a great way to privately share and collaboratively store and curate their photos in one secure place. So they can flow right into the editor to create all kinds of publications, particularly your yearbook. And that's what the series is going to be about. So the series is designed to give you the basics of building and rolling out your book. And that's why today I'm joined by Nicole Hammond. She's our professional development trainer and yearbook guru. In addition to teaching English and journalism, she's actually had over 20 years of experience working in the yearbook industry. She's advised an award-winning yearbook at her school, and she's done a lot of great work. So Nicole, I'm really excited to be back here with you and kick off the new school year. I know it's the new school year for a lot of you now, getting started up and getting ready. So just tell us a bit about what we'll be covering today.
All right, thanks Shala. I'm excited too for our second season of Picaboo Yearbooks University, where we are able to share all kinds of information with you to help do yearbooks better. And we started the university because we wanted to give you easy tips, tricks, help, and tutorials. So these 30-minute live webinars will be once a month and you can join in live or watch them at your convenience. One really great tip I got from an advisor last year was that she saves them and uses them with her substitute and a sub plan for her journalism classes. They're free, so these webinars and all of the other educational handouts and resources we have are completely inexpensive because they're completely free for our advisors. And we have fast information that you can get when you need it, either our online knowledge base or the chatbot that can help you or your CSS. There are ways to get help 24 hours a day. This year's webinar series, we are starting the same way we started last year, an intro and an overview to the yearbook season. But then we looked at all of your feedback from last year to figure out where we needed to concentrate for the rest of the year. So the first couple sessions will be, like I said, an intro and an overview to the editor and the storefront. And at the end of the year, we will wrap up with tips and reminders and help for the invoicing, ordering, and distributing process, which veteran and new advisors alike can always use the help with. But in the middle, we're going to go back to the basics and talk about journalism and design and yearbook guidelines. And along with that, we'll be creating lesson plans and handouts that you can use with your staff members and your team members to really learn and grow and create the best yearbook you've ever had. So the very first thing we need to start with is many of you are here because you have already been contacted by your CSS, you've already signed your agreement, you understand your tax status, and you're already getting ready to do your first marketing campaign to all of the people in your school community. Some of you may be here because you want to know what Picaboo Yearbooks and Creator Studio are about, and that's fine. We'll go through all this information and you decide what you need to use. Some of you may be here in the middle of this process. Again, all of the useful information for you. The first thing is that if you've already talked to your CSS, you have gotten a DocuSign agreement and it's been filled out for you. Maybe you've signed it and sent it back. Maybe you're sitting on it, waiting to go over it with your administrator. If you are a returning advisor and you have not gotten your agreement yet, reach out to your CSS and let them know that you're ready to get started and they will be happy to send that document over to you. Your CSS is your customer support specialist. You can email or pick up the phone and talk to any one of our team. If you sign an agreement, you will be assigned a specific CSS who will help you throughout your yearbook process this year. You don't have to have an agreement to set up an account and begin a project. You are welcome to use our software without any kind of agreement. You can go to our website, create an account, and start creating your book. But an agreement will allow you to have contact with that one CSS throughout the year, and you'll create a relationship, and that CSS will help you through your book process. It will help lock in a price in case there's any increase in price in the next couple of years. That will help you maintain the low price that you have today. So if you're not sure about signing an agreement, reach out and talk to the CSS, and they'll guide you through and let you know what you need to sign or don't need to sign. Next up is sales tax. And this is confusing even to those of us who've been in this industry for years. Most people assume that schools and community groups and sports organizations, because they are nonprofits, are tax exempt. And while that is true for a lot of them, the rules about tax exemption vary from group to group, county to township to state. Most nonprofits are tax exempt for purchases, anything that they bring into the organization. But many are not tax exempt for resale, anything that you might turn around and sell as a fundraiser or a profit, whether it's concession stands or spiritware or yearbooks. So we are required to collect tax in the states listed here. If you are from one of these states, you're going to need to talk to whoever your financial person is, whoever your group's bookkeeper is, and find out what kind of tax exemption certificate you have on file. If you have a resale tax exemption certificate and you are in one of these states, then please contact a CSS so you can send that in to us and we can put that exemption in with your sales. And again, if you have any questions about this, talk to your bookkeeper and then talk to a CSS. Once you have your account set up, your project created, and we've gotten through any tax issues, the next thing you want to focus on is letting people know that you are creating a book that they need to purchase, that they're going to want to have this keepsake of the year with them. And we have a whole bunch of marketing materials to help you do that. So you can see the website there, our yearbooks.picaboo.com/downloads, and we have a whole bunch of things that you can download and print to distribute or hang around the building. We have web buttons that you can put right on your group's website so that people can click and go right to the ordering page that you set up, and will help you capture the most sales you can get as quickly as possible. Now that you have people who want to buy this book and they're already sending in their money, we need to get the book going. This is a sample calendar that helps you kind of think year long. And if we break it down like this, then the whole process of the yearbook is not as overwhelming. So in this sample school, August 15th was our open house. And so we wanted to make sure the storefront was open and ready to capture sales. And maybe we had a couple of people sitting at a table with computers taking sales during open house. But definitely by September 1st, we're sending notices to students and staff. Maybe like my son's school where I do the yearbook, your PTO has a Facebook page. Set up your storefront, put the link to the storefront on that Facebook page. Parents are checking all the time. Grab the web button, go to whoever your group's webmaster is, and have that put on the home page of your group's website so people can go right there and order. Maybe you want to allow people to also send in a check or cash. So make sure you get those physical papers sent home so people can be sending in their money and you can be collecting the orders. If your group has a photographer coming in to do school portraits, then they are going to be giving you PSPA files. That's an industry standard for all school photographers, and it's the file format that all yearbook companies use for automated uploading and flowing of those portrait images onto each class page. So you'll want to check with the school photographer and find out when they plan to have those digital files to you so that you can upload them into your book. So this school is going to have those images all in and checked carefully by December 1. And January 15th, all of those portrait sections will be complete for them. And for most schools and groups, those portrait sections are the largest bulk of pages in the book. And so that's a huge portion of your book completed and ready to go. And that will just be a huge load off of your mind. By February 1, they're going to have designed and completed their cover, lock it, and have a digital proof sent to them so they can make sure everything looks good. That's a spot where you might need to be in touch with your CSS and send them a copy of the proof and say, please look at this cover and let me know your thoughts on how it's going to print. And they're more than happy to do that for you. By March 1st, they're going to have all of their non-spring activity pages completed. And right here, I'm going to pause and let you know that because we have such a fast turnaround, because we guarantee that your books are here within 3 weeks or 15 business days of the date you send the book to press, you can still get those spring activities into your book. There won't probably be a need for a supplement. There'll be time to get them all in there. But by March 1, we're going to have all those non-spring activity pages completed. March 30th, a last reminder that you have to complete your orders, especially if you are offering personalization or anything like that. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Give them that last heads up. Because you opened your store at the very beginning of the year, they've put it on the back burner, a lot of them, and they need to be reminded they gotta complete those. April 16th, we're reminding students that personalized pages must be completed. And then this is where we're gonna decide how we're paying for those books and if we need to request an invoice. That's again a time where you would want to go to your CSS and talk through payment methods and options and what is going to work for your group. April 20th, we've locked everything. As soon as that final section is locked, then digital proof is created and emailed to you. And then April 23rd, we're letting the administration look at the project. And that's also the last day for students to purchase online and complete personalization, because once admin comes back, we're gonna lock it all up. And April 27th, we finish all of the edits that admin might have wanted us to make. April 30th, they're going to send in the order, and May 21st, those books are delivered. Your group's timeline may look different than this. Your dates are going to look a little bit different, but this is a sample for you to use so you can kind of look at your own timeline and see where you need to put these things. Ask your CSS to help you. They are really familiar with these timelines and how they work and how much time most of you will need for these things, and they'll be a great resource for you. After the calendar comes the ladder. You can find this on our downloads page, and this is just a written down map of what your book will look like. What is going on page 1, what's going on pages 2 and 3. How many pages am I actually going to have? Do I want to do it just like the last advisor or last year's book? How many pages do I need for portraits, for candids, for sports, for ads? So a lot of these things are items that you want to put down on paper, and then once you have them down there, kind of lock them in.
There was one question earlier on, Nicole. What if your nonprofit gives out a yearbook for no charge?
That's a great question, and that's something that your CSS can help you with. There are several things that you can do. You can set up an online storefront and sell the book at no cost, and then request an invoice at the end and pay the invoice for those books, and then they'll be sent. If you prefer to collect the orders at school, you can again request an invoice, or you could go online and order and pay for those books with the group's credit card, but there are plenty of options for schools and nonprofits that fundraise other places for the cost of the book and then allow their community to purchase them for free. One of the biggest reasons people look at the yearbook is to see all of the pictures you've collected of all of the great things that have happened during your season or during your school year. And we have several ways that you can have your community contribute photos for you. First is our Get Skipple app. Think of this as Instagram just for your community. People download the app, they upload images directly to your group's Skipple account. The other people in that Skipple account can see the pictures, and they're uploaded right to your project. As soon as they're uploaded to the Skipple app, we'll get notification of that. You look at the pictures, you can approve them for the book or block them from going in the book, but it's a simple tool for getting people to take images on their phones, which they have with them anyway, and sending them right to you. The storefront, if you have an online storefront, at the very bottom, will have a link to allow you to share those photos. You can also, in your project, find that same upload link. So if you're not using a storefront, you can still hand out that link so people can share photos with you. And again, you will approve them before they're available to be used in the book. And then, as Shala mentioned, we work with Vidagami together so that we can offer you everything you would need for photo management and storage and yearbooks. And so you can go to about.vidagami.com and find out about that collection ability and how Vidagami works with Creator Studio for really seamless photo integration.
You may want to consider Vidagami as well as a way to privately crowdsource all your photos. While there is an option in Vidagami to allow your community to contribute content, there is a way to use it internally as well. So if you are getting the help of designated photographers at your school to come and take images of students, Vidagami is a great place to do that because it is private and secure. It's members only and it's password protected. So that allows you to basically store and share everything you need in an organized way and in a school-centric way as well. And then that flows into Creator Studio as well. So when you're editing your pages and you'd like to import your photos, all you need to do is select Vidagami as a photo source and you can import your images from there.
So we have a few things coming up, a few new things in Creator Studio that I would like to point out. First of all, every year we release some new covers and themes for the books, and this year we have 5 really cool, really fun new themes. You can find those at this link, which we also have in the webinar slides. Our first one is a retro theme. The 80s are back, and even kids who weren't there in the 80s are loving all of the retro stuff. So our first one is a retro theme. We have a fun tropical theme that will remind you of summer, even in January. This really awesome inspirational theme, even if you don't think you're going to use it, I would encourage you to go in and look at this cover because the phrases on it, the things that it says are really awesome, would be really cool to use. We have an instant camera theme that harkens back to Polaroids, and it's really fun. It's got a lot of retro colors and the whole Polaroid picture to use in the book. And then, because this is the 2020 school year, we have a theme dedicated to that. So this 2020 vision is a really cool theme that ties really well into the year. And for those of you who aren't familiar, these are our Creator Studio Pro themes. What all that means is that when you are in a project, if you click on any of our backgrounds or stickers and you choose Creator Studio Pro, what you will see are covers, backgrounds, and stickers that all go together with a theme. We have our keywords listed here for each of the themes. And if I put this keyword into my search, all of the backgrounds and covers associated with that theme will show up for me to use. And that helps my book to be cohesive. It helps me to carry that theme throughout, whether it's with color or backgrounds or stickers or whatever I choose. My pages will look tied together using that theme. For each of the new themes, we have a ton of updated stickers. And we also last year added hundreds of letter art stickers. So you all can see, let me drop this on the page so you can see it. See, this is one of our letter arts, and this one is flowers. We have chocolate, and we have ice, and we have water, and probably if you can think of a theme, we have letter art for it. If you're looking for specific stickers that go with your Creator Studio Pro theme, then you can type in your keyword, and I'm going to use the same one that we used before. These are all of the new stickers that go with our instant camera theme. We have grade level stickers for each of the themes, and then we have banners and fun things that you can put photos in front of and other cool stickers. And these are the new stickers just for one of the themes. We have 4 more new themes, and we also added 5 themes last year that had all of their own stickers. Now, you do not have to use the theme to use any of the stickers. You might like a cover from one theme and the stickers from another, and that is entirely up to you. We just group them together as a theme and give them a keyword so they're easier to find if you want to use a lot of the same ones. So if I typed in inspirational, which is another one of our themes, here are all the new stickers that go with that theme. We also, at the end of last year, introduced cover stamping. And you can, if you are offering the book in an online storefront and you have it up for pre-order, which means you turn on the store and you start collecting orders and people start purchasing their book even before your book is finished, then you can choose to allow them to purchase cover stamping. And you can either allow them to choose the foil color, or you can choose the silver or gold foil. And then in the bottom right corner, if they purchase cover stamping, their student's name will be embossed in that foil. The next question was about cover stamping cost. So I went through the ordering process to show you that the cover stamp price is $6.99. And again, that's, you don't have to offer it. And even if you offer it, parents don't have to purchase it. It's just an option we've made available. The other thing we have that's coming actually this week and is really exciting is that we are going to offer parent ads as an item that you can sell to your parents. So if you want to allow parents of seniors to purchase and create their ads online, then this is for you. You won't have to deal with anybody's hard copy images or sending you digital files, and then you have to create the ad. It'll be one portal where they can choose their size, pay, create their ad, and it will be sent right into your project for your approval. You can review it, approve it, and put it in your book. You can review it, deny it, and ask the parents to redo it. Maybe there were some spelling errors, or maybe one of the pictures really didn't come through well and you want to ask them to put in a better quality photo. You'll be able to sell 1/8 page, 1/4 page, half page, full page ads, and even love lines. So parent ads are different than personalization. Personalization is only in that child's book. These parent ads or love lines will be printed in the back of the book just as you would print business ads in everybody's book. Will the advisor be able to edit the ads? No, which is why we've given you the ability to deny the ad and send it back to the parent to correct and then resend to you. Honestly, if you were able to edit the ad, then parents would contact you after you'd already placed the ads and gone away from those pages and ask you to swap photos or to change text or things like that. So we wanted to take the burden off the advisor and have the parent or purchaser be responsible for all content in their ad. So if you see an issue with an ad, you can send it back to the parent, and you can do that as many times as you need to until they've created the ad that you want to put in the book. So that'll be coming in the next week or so, and we are really, really excited about that in our editor and as an offering. If you missed any of last year's webinars, they're all showcased here.
If you have any further questions down the line, you can always call the support number, support@picabooyearbooks.com, picabooyearbooks.com/downloads for all of our resources, including advisor tools such as the ladder that Nicole showed earlier, as well as a bunch of other handy marketing materials that you can use to sell your book. We've also got, of course, picabooyearbooks.com/tutorial, which you can use to get the guidebook as soon as it's ready, as well as access all those new themes that have been released in the editor. Finally, we have our knowledge base, pyb.zendesk.com, for all of our support articles. So if you'd like to learn more about any of the features, you can visit that site. So I think that's it for today's session. Thanks everyone so much for joining today.
Thank you all so much for attending the first webinar this year, and we are looking forward to going through this season with you.